Technology has the ability to enhance classroom learning. Some strategies technology strategies that can enhance learning are called Kahoot, Edmodo, Khan Academy, Desmos, and Prezi. Kahoot is a user-friendly tool that designs in-class questionnaires and quizzes. A user can design a quiz, survey, or questionnaire to test the knowledge of his or her audience, which would be the students, and then the student members can answer the questions using a variety of different devices. The quizzes and questionnaires, referred to as Kahoots, are designed to promote a game-like atmosphere in the learning environment. Another strategy that aids in student learning is Edmodo. This is a controlled social media platform for teachers, students, and parents. Everyone always talks about wanting to use social media in the classroom, and this is a way to allow teachers to assign and grade homework on their mobile devices and connect with students and educators, and even parents to stay up to date with their kids at school while being in a controlled social media environment. The next one is Khan Academy, which is a series of videos that emphasize self-paced interactive learning with a large number of online lessons across a variety of subjects. Khan Academy is one of the first sites to have free, high-quality videos that are personable to the students. Desmos is an incredibly fast online calculator that can graph any imaginable function. It also allows users to add sliders, do regressions, and plot whole data tables, among many other in-class things that they can work on. The next one is Prezi. Prezi allows you to make cool interactive presentations and collaborate on projects in real time. It can also feed updates of your work to other devices. One thing that makes Prezi stand out is the versatility of its presentations. Prezi has moved away from the traditional notion of slides and gives the users presentation methods that are not only visually appealing but also conducive to the audience engagement. Some lesson characteristics that we would say would be a successful lesson would be easy access to the technology. Also, the technology is used in a way that covers the standards that the school needs and the educational standards. Technology is also successful in a lesson when it allows for collaboration in the classroom and for students to work together. You can also find out if a lesson characteristic that would also show is the students' reactions to the lesson. If they were excited, they seemed like they were enjoying the lesson, then you could say that this would be a successful lesson. Also, seeing the students engaged and seeing them working together and on every project, every part of the step using the technology would be a successful lesson, as well as using reliable sources when using internet and online source data sources. Some unsuccessful characteristics would be hard to access, technologies that is not easy for the students to use. Also, having the students be uninvolved in the lesson, which would also go along with bored students, and then unreliable sources can lead to an unsuccessful lesson. Human-computer interaction, HCI elements. HCI approach to evaluation has focused on usability, and this term has become routinely used to describe a quality of information technology that must be taken seriously in design. Some lesson elements that could say that would be successful. HCI elements look for effectiveness, efficiency, and satisfaction. To measure effectiveness, you could use task performance measures. To measure efficiency, it can measure the time taken to complete a task, the number of steps taken, as well as the number of deviations from the ideal path. To measure satisfaction is usually based on personal experience. So I'm going to focus in on one of those resources that we spoke about above, which is Prezi, which is what you're seeing now. And we're going to talk about it versus the more traditional, which would be the PowerPoint. With Prezi, teachers can take their students on a journey through the lesson or even allow them to create their own interactive projects. This is an example of one teacher-based lesson. This would be the teacher showing the students. So every student, when they get to math class and they see word problems on the board, it's usually complaints and not happy students. So this is kind of showing you how a teacher can have the bell ringer, the steps, and it'll keep the students involved in the lesson. This is just a math example. With other examples, you could have students flying through a map to look at the different worlds and see different places on the map just through Prezi. Or you could even have the students use their own Prezi and create their own fun, engaging presentations. So how does this meet educational goals for students? A main educational goal is to keep the students engaged. Prezi does this by using nonlinear presentations that can include pictures, videos, and audio. How does technology aid goals rather than goals conforming to technology? When students are engaged in the lesson, they can easily create goals for the learning. Prezi is fun for students to watch and even to use to create their own presentations. How does this tool effectively assist goal achievement? Prezi is engaging and allows students to collaborate in real time. Students can work together even if they are miles apart on one Prezi board. It also gives them a place where they can never forget their presentation because it's always on the computer. And they can present anywhere, anyone, anywhere. Long distance trainings are a snap. How is this true technology integration to aid content learning rather than learning technology skill? Prezi is easy to learn. Students will get to spend more time working directly with an integrated curriculum than learning how to use it. Sorry. You can even input videos so students have this direct engagement and you don't even have to worry. So you can input videos, and if students are creating their own research projects, they can input a lot of different sources so that the teacher can and other students can follow. How can this be achieved via a traditional method? Teachers can also create a presentation using Microsoft PowerPoint, which is the more traditional route that teachers could take. But if they do this, they do need to remember to keep it fun and engaging, or the students will zone out and not pay attention, which would then lead back to those characteristics of an unsuccessful lesson using technology. And the PowerPoint is what you should know. It's just the basic presentation, and this would be the more traditional method. And students could also use PowerPoint to create their own, and as mentioned before, with less engaging software, it is important that lessons are still fun.